Hello from Helmi Games. Today we are showing a gameplay trailer for Bouncer Story, a retro-styled role-playing game released on iOS and Android by Helmi Games. In this video we will complete the first playing week in the game and introduce the rich game mechanics in Bouncer Story and also share many tips and tricks. Game gets started by giving a name to your character and selecting difficulty. Hard difficulty becomes available after you finish the game with easy or normal. You're gambling your savings in blackjack against the mafia with the aim of doubling your money. The blackjack part works as a tutorial introducing the game controls. In Bouncer Story, all the decisions are made by swiping to left or right. You can slide a bit to see the choices before making the selection. Don't worry about losing your money in the tutorial, that is part of the story. You end up having 10,000 in debt to Mafia and 5 months to pay it back. In Bouncer Story, your character is a doorman at the entrance of a bar. You work shifts in different bars and your main duty is spotting drunken customers and not letting them in. A good way to spot drunken customers is paying close attention on what the customers are saying. Drunken customers mumble and are not speaking clearly. Swiping to the right means letting a customer inside, and swiping to the left throws them out. In Bouncer Story, you earn money by doing your job properly. Each bar have a basic daily wage, and allowing valid customers in increases your daily earnings. On the left side of the screen, you see all the customers already inside the bar and the maximum capacity of the bar. Letting customers inside will affect the mood inside, which is represented on the right side of the screen. Did you notice a clock ticking at the bottom left corner? As late evening arrives, an option opens for you to close the bar. If you manage to get the bar mood close to maximum when closing the bar, you will receive gratuity from leaving customers as well. This is one of the best ways to increase your earnings. When the day is over, you will see a report on your finances. Bouncer Story is a simulation game where you need to balance your tiny incomes as smartly as possible. You're able to upgrade your character in 3 different traits. Upgrading Charisma opens new bars, Intelligence gives new abilities for the bouncer, and Strength makes you last longer in fights, and helps to recover your energy quicker. You would like to have all the traits upgraded of course, but you only have enough money for 1 upgrade at the beginning. Upgrading Intelligence is a smart choice, as the upgrade makes it possible for you to invite customers to queue. Here is your map of the city you are living on. On the right side there are daily news available. Mafia Hideout can be accessed from the map on the far right side. Here you have the possibility to pay your next loan payment to Mafia. You can also try your luck in blackjack. This time the blackjack game is not rigged. You can see the basic information of the bar in here. Let's play another day in 12 Blues bar. Some days begin with a cutscene. This time Tony Vito, boss of the Mafia, is giving you a visit and introducing himself. All the conversation choices in Bouncer Story are also made by swiping to left or right. After upgrading Intelligence, you are able to invite people to queue by tapping them. This makes it easier to maximize the bar mood. The Wolf Blues bar have a capacity of 15 customers, So the first objective in optimizing the bar mood is to try to fill the bar as close to the maximum as possible. There are multiple factors affecting the mood. Letting drunken customers inside will have a hit on the mood, but the biggest influence is balancing the amount of men and women inside. Try to find a good balance and not to overcrowd the bar. Drunken customers might start fights if you deny their entrance. Fighting is automated in the game and your strength will directly affect the outcome of the fight. Second day seems to go fluently. With the new skill to invite customers to the queue, the bar got nicely filled, and having more customers in the queue made it easier to balance the amount of men and women as well. On top of the daily earnings, we managed to reach a bar level up and a bouncer level up. In Bouncer Story, you will earn experience for both the bouncer and the bars. The more level ups for a bar you have, the more regular face you will become, which will lower the possibility of fights. Let's head out to Mafia's place and pay the next loan amount. If you don't pay anything to Mafia, for a few days the Mafia will send their loan collector Luca to get the money from you. Luca will ask a bit more than the actual payment and take a cut for himself, so paying voluntarily to Mafia saves a bit of your money. On some days there is a possibility to spot random events happening around. Oh my, this time we lost 20 bucks. There are basic information available on all the bars. Each bar have their own characteristics for you to learn. 12 Blues bar is a safe choice to play in the first playing days. Bar does not have that many drunken customers wanting to get in, and the customers are behaving quite nicely. We once again fill the bar while balancing men and women, and boom! The bar mood hits the bonus zone. Every bar has some favorite character classes who are giving a bit bonus on the mood when inside. After upgrading intelligence high enough, you get more insights on these aspects. Closing the bar with mood bonus maximizes our income. We don't quite have enough cash for another upgrade, so let's try to earn more by playing another day. Each time we work in a bar progresses the game one day. We are now playing Thursday in week 1. Spotting drunken customers is the first observation you need to do in the game. Letting drunken customers inside will be bad for both your incomes and the bar mood. Bouncer Story have a rich story which kicks in after the first playing days. As the game progresses, you will also get familiar with other characters in the city who have their own side quests for you to solve if you like. Thursday seems to be a good day for us. We got another bar level up with a money bonus and we managed to maximize the mood as well. Excellent. Let's close the bar in time to avoid going overtime. We once again have enough money for another upgrade. Let's upgrade Charisma to open a new bar. Upgrading trades consumes energy, so we need to spend some money on energy as well. Here we go, we have unlocked Irish Pub. From the stats we see that compared to 12 Blues, we got a bit bigger basic weight, the age limit is 20, the capacity is a bit bigger as well, so more customers can be fit inside, and the work shift is also half an hour longer. Every bar in Bouncer Story have their unique features and setups. Compared to 12 Blues, the Irish pub seems to attract more drunken customers, which might trigger more fights as well. As you unlock more bars to work on, you will see that the level of fights will get progressively harder. In 12 Blues bar, it is easy to survive 2 or more fights in a day with the lowest rank level, but the fights in Irish pub are a bit harder. Another aspect of the game are inspections. Every now and then an inspector might arrive, and you cannot deny them checking all the customers in the bar. Fortunately, we did a flawless job this day. If you have let drunken, underage or other invalid customers inside, you will be fined. The mood bonus area is a bit narrower in Irish pub than in 12 Blues. This time we could not reach mood bonus and we even closed the bar too late. Time runs out and we got penalty on our daily earnings as well. Today is Saturday. Each bar have their own characteristics, as I mentioned. These affect the amount of pedestrians there are available based on a weekday. Later on, as you unlock nightclubs and discos, you start to notice that those places are the most popular ones on weekends, but they might be totally empty on weekdays. I recommend following the news because many tips for different bars will be shared. Some bars also have special events happening on certain weeks. That was a hard fight. Now I need to be careful because I might not survive another fight, which will end the day and reduce my earnings. If you run low on energy, you might even have to let a drunken customer inside just to avoid fighting. Let's have another upgrade on intelligence. With this upgrade we are able to ask papers from the customers to be able to check if they are underage or not. I don't seem to have enough money to recharge all my energy, so it might be better for me to play Sunday in 12 Blues. This will also earn as an achievement. There are almost 50 achievements in the game to collect. With my upgraded intelligence, I now have the possibility to ask ID cards from the customers to make sure they meet the age limit of 12 Blues, which is 18 years. I've already reached level 3 in 12 Blues, which means I'm a more regular face at the bar, which reduces the possibility of fights as well. Another thing to keep in mind in the game is paying rent. Each Sunday you need to pay your rent at the end of the day, so I need to have a minimum of $100 at the end of the day to be able to pay the rent. If I fail to pay the rent twice in a row, my landlord will kick me out, which will have severe effects on energy. Phew, we managed to get the rent paid and end up the first playing week with 3 trade upgrades and a bit money in reserve. How does the game continue from here, you ask? You have a total of 20 weeks in the game to play and to pay back your 10,000 debt to Mafia. More layers to the basic game are also introduced, including underage customers, invalid papers, and banned people. Can you solve the murders together with the detectives, or do you try to make a career in the mafia? There are a total of 13 different endings in the game, based on your decisions. It is your choice how you play your role. Thank you for watching, and you can get the game from Google Play and Apple App Store.